you? I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Chatone Morrison, and I want to welcome you to the Sunday Corner. Now, I'm here each and every single week helping women to refresh, to rejuvenate, and get themselves ready for the week ahead. I'm a certified professional coach, and I also have the privilege of being a Mary Kay independent business owner, and I love to marry those two things together to help women to just kind of up-level their game. And here's how I do it. I do it through signature life coaching, and I do it through helping you figure out what's the best way to take care of my skin so that I feel great every single day. What's my signature look so that I don't have to go through video after video of figuring out what I want to look like. When you marry those two things together, you do feel all the way up, even if it seems like, well, it's a small thing. Small things absolutely matter. Now, I'm also known as the Princess of Positivity. You can follow me on Facebook at Princess of Positivity, and that's where you'll find so much of my positive and uplifting content. So I'd love for you to follow me over there. Now let's get down to business. Something that is very subtle, and that is a whisper. A whisper, like, hey, you know what? It's hard to hear. And the reason why whispering is so important is because when a whisper happens, it's something that lingers in your spirit. It lingers in you. For example, if you're in the movies with your kids and they're whispering and people are staring, it's because it actually carries. Did you know that? It's the quietest way of speaking, but it carries for a long way. When it comes to you, I want to ask you, what is whispering to you? Many times as women, the things that whisper to us are the things that we silence. It's like there's something whispering in your mind, like something you want to do or someplace you want to go or something that you want to change in your life. But for some reason, because it's just coming through as a very small whisper, you ignore it. And you say, well, I'll do it later. So what if later was now? What if right now was the time to decide to listen to that whisper? Well, I'm going to challenge you this week to do just that. Now here's how it works. Remember, the whisper is quiet. It's not screaming, it's quiet. So that means it's going to be important for you to take quiet time every single day. Now this is something we talked about earlier in the summer, but it's necessary all year long. Having that little bit of quiet time to hear what your voice is telling you. A little bit of time to just listen to the whisper. Now, once you listen to the whisper, what do you do with it? We listen to so many things. We've got our trainers, our gurus, we've got our mentors at work, we've got coaches, we've got so many people in our ear. And they might be screaming, but we need to hear the whisper. So what I'm going to recommend is after you do that quiet time, is that then you spend some time scribing. Journaling, writing it down. For myself, I do different ways of doing that. I don't just keep books with me, I do different ways. Let me show you one that I use. One thing that I like to use is the old index card. So during some of my quiet time this week, what I was doing was I was thinking of just, what was on my mind, what was in the quiet recesses of my mind. It doesn't have to be a long journal entry. It could be something short. It could be like a mind map where you just put bubbles and have your ideas there. Those are the whisperings. It's like sit quiet for a second and just say to yourself, what comes up? And what comes up, write it down. So you're going to have your quiet time and then you're going to have your scribing time. Write it down just any time of day. Now, I do believe in practicing morning time, but sometimes just during your day, when it starts to get a little crazy, slow it down, quiet down, and then write it down. The next thing you're going to need to do is let it out. Now, this might come a little bit later, and it definitely needs to be in a safe environment. A lot of times we want to call our mom, our sister, our best girlfriend, and we want to just tell them what our big idea is. And many times it's the wrong person. Your big idea may not be that big. It may be a small idea like, you know what? I think that I really want to start running. I would really like to go back to the gym and join a crazy class. Like, I want to do something totally different than what I've done before. I want to take up hiking. When I'm talking about a whisper, it could be from the personal development side, the physical development side, or it could be career oriented. Like, I've always wanted to start a business, but I'm kind of concerned about what other people think. I did that this very week on my Facebook page, my private Facebook page, in fact, and just asked, has anyone ever thought about the Mary Kay business? Why did I do that? I did that because a lot of times it's like you don't want to verbalize the whisper, but you should. And so I gave people an opportunity to do it in a fun way with emojis. The first thing I'm going to tell you to do is watch your association. Make sure that who you let it out with is a safe person. That could be someone from a mastermind group. If you have a coach, that would be a great person to do that with. It may be a really trusted advisor or a trusted friend, someone who is on an even keel with you, and someone who listens and always appreciates who you are. If it's that person who's always negative, I mean, guys, I am the princess of positivity, but we all have negative people in our lives. And if it's that negative person, you want to release that person for this particular activity. They're not your girl. You want to go with someone you know who's going to support you. Even if they don't agree, they can at least supportively listen to what your ideas are. Listen to the whisper. How? You got to get quiet. Listen, scribe, write it down, then don't hold it, let it out. When you do that, you'll be ready to move into action. Absolutely ready. I want to give you one more tip. Sometimes, especially for my corporate warriors, this happens at work. Like you're in the corporate environment, you're in that boardroom and you're listening to that meeting and it's driving you crazy. One thing that I used to do at all times, and I was a little radical at that time, they thought I was a little odd, I didn't care. And that was that I kept colored pencils on my desk or colored markers on my desk. I brought a couple with me into a meeting. I actually mastered going into quiet time even if I was in a room full of people. And basically all I had to do was take, say, a couple of markers, a couple of pens, and I would just kind of doodle on the side what my whisper was happening. A lot of times my best ideas for work came just from doing that. And then in the middle of the meeting, I was like, whoa, I had that aha moment. Sometimes when you're listening to other people and they're getting deep into the weeds and the rhetoric, you can't even hear your own thoughts and ideas. So this doesn't just work in the personal, it works in the professional as well. So go ahead and try it this week. It's your challenge. Personal, professional, I guarantee you're going to see some excellent results. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love coming out here and talking to you guys. Let me let you know how you can work with me. First of all, what I specifically love to do is help women to really up-level how they feel about themselves from the inside and the outside. That's why I marry life coaching and also taking care of your skin and your face. You know, we don't have to spiral downward into negativity. We can keep ourselves up, but we've got to work at it. What you can do is go out to my website, chatonemorrison.com, fill out the questionnaire to apply for a free coaching strategy session. Now, during that session, we'll spend 20 or 30 minutes together, really just discussing one or two things that you really are ready to move forward on, especially if you feel yourself often slaying your game at work. When you get home, you're feeling a little bit broken, you don't feel 100% up. I can help you work on that. And we can do it quickly and easily, and you'll see results almost right away. Definitely going out to my website, and you can follow me in a variety of different places. I'm going to throw up a slide at the end to let you know exactly how you can work with me, and I can't wait to talk to you again. In the meantime, have an amazing day, guys. I mean, make it great. And until we speak again, be authentic, be brilliant, and be the catalyst. Talk to you soon. Bye.